Hey guys, it's Echo Eclipsed. So today I will be drawing something called a Malaphor. A Malaphor is what happens when you combine two idioms. So the first Malaphor I will be drawing is the Malaphor break the air, which is a combination of break the ice and clear the air. So now, on to the drawing. So I started with a base stick figure for this guy, and I decided I'm going to do a superhero because superheroes break things and superheroes can fly, and so I thought superhero. So what I did next was I started working on the rough outline, and I'm doing that here. So this is unrelated to the art, but what would the Malaphor break the air even mean? Since it's a combination of break the ice and clear the air, would it mean making things awkward? Oh, here's finishing the outline. I had trouble with his legs. I couldn't get them to look quite right. Eventually I was satisfied with what I did. And then I added some clouds to make it look like he's flying. And then I added a mask because I decided that I don't want it to look too much like some other superhero. Superman cough cough. And then I added the words, him going, ah, to be like he's angry, punching the air. So that's what I'm doing here. Then I started inking, which is what I call making the line art better. I hope that is what it's called, otherwise I'm going to look very stupid. Okay, so I am working on the cape and then the legs. I'm actually really happy with how the pose turned out. I really like how it looks like he's flying. So, what do you guys think his name should be? I'm not really sure on a name. Something that starts with an S for sure, because S on his front. I was thinking something along the lines of Skyman or something. Comment your suggestions down below. Okay, so I'm adding a little disc because I think that his powers is making air solid or giving it mass or matter so that he can actually punch it. And then I'm adding color here. I added a red cape, a red mask, because superheroes, woo, red mask, red cape. And then I added blue because blue, like the sky. And I made black hair. I actually did something a bit different with the hair than I normally do. I used a different type of brush to give the hair that little depth that it has. Then I started working on the clouds, which I spent way too long working on the clouds, for the record. Would not recommend. And then I started shading to give it a bit more 3D. 3D-ness, I'm not sure if that's a word. Okay, so shading everything. And yeah. Okay, here I got rid of the disc thing because I didn't like how it looked, and then I added just some shatters and made it there. Then I signed my name, and that's the drawing. So the next Malaphor I drew was "We'll burn that bridge when we come to it." Pretty dark, but it's one of my favorite Malaphors just because it's so silly. It's a combination of the idiom "we'll cross that bridge when we come to it" and saying burning bridges. So we'll burn that bridge when we come to it, I guess. So despite that really bad introduction to this drawing that I was not able to talk in, this drawing was pretty good if you ask me. So I started out by doing a very rough outline, writing trees in the background so I can remember what they are, drawing two stick figures because I needed somebody to, burn the bridge when they got to it. And then I started making a little bit less rough, but still a kind of a rough outline. With the bridge there, I couldn't get the arch quite right, so I ended up having to do a bit of freehand, and it looks a bit messy. Then I started copy and pasting a tree everywhere, cleaning it up, and then just copy pasting those groups until I was satisfied with how it looked. here's the copy pasting I did. And then I just cleaned up the bridge, and then wanted to start working on the humans, but I kind of procrastinated on that and did the water. So here's me just doing the water. I wasn't really sure what I'd do. And here's me working on the first human. I knew I wanted them to be wearing hoodies and to make them look a bit evil. Like, this is their master plan to burn the bridge when they got to it. So I drew this person facing the wrong way, and it didn't look right when he was facing that way. So eventually I flip it, but oh yeah, there you go. There, I flipped it, and then I copy and pasted it over here. There's probably an easier way to do that I don't know of. And then I started drawing the other person, and I decided that she was going to look like this, but I messed up on her face quite a bit. His face is too flat. Her face looks kinda like a camel. And then I just got rid of everything else just to focus on these guys. And this is a bit of a long, boring segment. So, yeah, I just made them simple cartoon characters, not as detailed as my previous people. They're just, you know, pretty simple. But I did like the fire at first. And the fire is the torch. And I'm working on her, and I added hoodie straps onto hers because I don't know if his is zipper or not. But I did like the arm. I did like how I did the arm and the fingers. It's probably some of the best fingers I've done. Because I am really bad at drawing fingers. Oh, and here you go. I started coloring. I added the trees with all different colors to make them look more natural. And then I added the water, and I added these little squiggles to make it look like a little bit of movement. Then I blurred it all in to make it not stand out as much. Then I started adding the grass. I found a brush I liked and went haywire. I did it like this, which looks crazy, and then I just erased it, the parts I didn't like, and cleared out those two so that they were above it, and then I blurred it all. Lots of blurring. Then I added these little speckles detailing onto the bridge to make it, you know, pop a bit, and also to make it look a bit more like stone, because I decided the bridge was going to be made out of stone. Come to think of it, I probably should have made it out of wood, because how do you burn a stone bridge? Well, anyways, I started working on the first person. I decided to give them red eyes, because I don't know if they're quite human anymore. I'm thinking a backstory for them is that they are like possessed or vampires or something. I'm not really sure. And that's why it's night too. So I gave the guy some purple pants because purple pants, that's fun to say. Well, I gave him purple pants because I decided a dark color that isn't just gray or brown. Purple pants. And then I decided to make it dark. I added a little bit of fire, light. Probably could have done better if I used the actual glow, like if I used orange or something. And then I added some shading onto the bridge and around them. And a bit on the trees. And done. That is the drawing. We'll burn that bridge when we come to it. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you have a great day.